had a pretty good year raising animals and putting meat in the freezer. But there's nothing that beats the excitement and the taste of deer. In this video, we're going to talk about a few last minute things I like to do to help increase my odds a little bit. So a lot of my prep work I like to do a week or two before the hunting season and then stay out of the woods. Then we get some rain, help wash away some of my scent, but I like to get a couple things set up. So one of the first things I like to do is just get up in the stand and double check my shooting lanes. I also like to try to find some way to get a little bit of a stealthy entrance into the stand. So since most of the leaves have already dropped off the trees at this point of the year, I'll go in, I'll rake up the trail a little bit. So in areas I tend to do a lot of stock hunting or pop-up blind hunting, I like to go walk and figure out where all those trails are that the deer naturally travel on. These change from year to year depending on what type of crops are in certain fields, how things are laid out. And it makes things very flexible. So if the wind's blowing one direction, I have a rough idea how they'll be traveling and I can set up downwind from them. When the temperatures start getting closer to what I'll be hunting in, that's when I like to take the time to get my gun sighted in. I've noticed my gun can shoot a little different with different types of ammo, whether I have a clean cold bore, if I've been shooting for a while, even the temperatures. So I do suggest going down and getting your license a little bit earlier. That way you're not waiting in line. It also gives you a little extra time to brush up on the rules and regulations, make sure nothing has changed for this year. And then getting all your gear rounded up in one central location so you're not searching for anything the morning of. If you have some nice dry weather a few days prior to the hunting season, I would suggest hanging your clothes outside to help get some of the scent off of them. Hunting is something that's very important to me. Something I grew up doing with my father, something he grew up doing with his father, and so forth. I think it's a way to connect with generations past. And unfortunately, it's something that's on a pretty steep decline right now. Hunters are often painted with a negative picture. There's 1/4 the number of hunters today than there were in the 1970s. There's twice as many golfers as there are hunters today, which is a little startling. I mean, this is how we used to feed ourselves at one point. And I think a lot of people are missing out on a great opportunity. It gives you the ability to put a nice, clean, lean meat in your freezer at a very affordable price. Teaches you a lot about yourself, teaches you about sportsmanship, helps keep you humble. I mean, half the deer tags are filled every year, so there's no guarantee you'll get a deer. And I think another thing that is really starting to miss from today's society is patience. It teaches you a lot about patience. I mean, think about you go to a fast food restaurant, you gotta wait more than 5-10 minutes for your food and watch how the people get up in arms over it. Yeah, so that's part of the reason I wanted to make this video, share the few little tips that I have to offer up here, sort of the last minute deer season prep here before things kick off. I'm looking forward to it this year. Hopefully I get something. And yeah, if you got tips to share, I'd love to hear about them. I always love learning about new ideas. Like I said, the group is getting smaller and smaller, and I think it's important for us to share this type of information so it's around for future generations. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.